arms. The most recent video that I recorded, which was from, I think, Friday. Maybe Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. Today's Monday, right? Or Tuesday? Today's Tuesday. All right, pal. Where are we going? Yeah, so today's Tuesday. Most recent video that I recorded was Saturday. That should be up by now in terms of by the time I'm at the gym, and then I'll try and get this uploaded later this evening. The reason I did not upload that is, and I kind of mentioned during the video, but I was having an allergic reaction to, I believe, a detergent, like a laundry detergent. At the time of recording Saturday's video, which was chest, I started having like a bit of the reaction the night prior. Woke up in the morning, not as bad, and then kind of started reacting a little bit more. But I was like, whatever. I'm gonna go to the gym, get a good pump in, get a good lift. And also the reaction was mostly just like under my shirt. So like I wasn't too worried. I'm like, I'm just gonna keep my pump cover on because if it was like all over my skin, because it was like hives, and so I don't want to go to the gym like people around me thinking it's like a staph infection or something gross. But it was literally like up in my armpits, chest, stomach, and like back, and like a little bit like by my hips. But I'm wearing pants. Fast forward to like later that evening and the next day, it really spread to my whole body to where my eyelids were swollen, my face was like in hives. Not a very fun experience. I ended up not lifting Sunday. Sunday would have been back. And then Monday, I ended up going and lifting kind of impromptu. It's fine. And did back. I didn't record it because one, I still had kind of hives all over me and on my face. I felt kind of gross. And it was kind of impromptu. I was just really off schedule, like off routine. I was like, I'm just going to go get my lift in. So I did hit back yesterday. I hit back yesterday, Monday. Oh, because I didn't lift excuse me. I hit chest Saturday, didn't lift Sunday, hit back Monday, which was yesterday. So now we're here, arms, recording again. Fingers crossed. I don't even want to really mention it, but so far so good. I did notice I'm having like a little bit of flushing of my skin as I was getting ready for the gym, like almost like if you're like looking like a little sunburn, like a little red, but who knows? Who knows? Nevertheless, on to the lift. Arms, probably gonna be very similar to what I did last arm day. I really enjoyed the preacher curls with the D handle. I like that a lot because it's I feel like it's all the positives of a preacher machine, the stability, the bracing, the kind of being locked in, and the ability to easily adjust your weight because it's pin loaded without any of the quote negatives of like a dumbbell preacher curl. Like I guess you could say a negative is, it's annoying if you have to move a dumbbell back and forth. Not like a big negative, but like if you're trying to nitpick. But when you do it with the D handle, then you have that little bit of freedom of range of motion or articulation of the dumbbell that you would have with the dumbbell. Because I sometimes find that certain preacher curl machines just feel kind of awkward. Like you're always trying to find like the right positioning for your elbow or your shoulder to where it doesn't feel awkward. So honestly, I might do like the majority of my bicep work on that. And then some form of hammer style curl to work that other part of the bicep. And then triceps is probably just going to be, I might do heavy bar push downs, so I do kind of miss those. But then everything else is just going to be Vulcan work. Mostly just push down stuff, some overhead stuff. And then finish off with like two-ish 3-ish sets of like super focused, really trying to get a good extension, good contraction. Um, Speaking of, somebody commented on my leg day video. They said, "Your ego's too big. You're trying to look like a bodybuilder, but train like a strongman." I've never seen a single strongman or powerlifter go to the gym to hit legs and just do 12 sets of leg extensions and then call it a day. All right. Anyways, I don't know what I'm doing with my finger. I'm gonna go get in the gym. Anna's here, as you guys has seen. Yeah, she's doing legs. I'm doing arms, and I'll see you guys in there on the preacher curl. Arms are gassed. Doing some hammer curls on the preacher, just because I don't like doing them on the machine that's over there. I don't know whether to look here, here, or here. The camera's in the mirror, so I'm trying to figure out where to look when I talk. I guess I'll just look at myself, or I'll look there. So doing these, man, I'm fucking gassed. I'll probably just do one, maybe two more sets of these. I am kind of digging how they feel, but I'm definitely gonna finish off after this with probably rope hammer curls, be a little time efficient, not do the entire workout, one side at a time. Got to pick up Anna's car after this. It's at the shop. Again, I enjoyed the preacher curl with the D handle. I enjoyed that a lot. A little tedious, a little monotonous in the sense of, if you're by yourself and you're just doing the same fucking thing that I was over there for like 6 sets. Oh, my drink's all the way over there. I gotta go grab that. But, so, it's definitely tedious or monotonous. But I enjoyed that movement a lot. I feel that I'm really able to keep tension. Even if I'm not doing a super slow controlled negative, I can feel the tension on the bicep on the way down. And I really like the articulation that I'm able to get with it to get what feels like a really tight squeeze. It may not look like it when I'm doing the set, but definitely trying to, when I'm leaning over, focus on not so much momentum to swing it up. And then even when I'm near the end of that set, I'm kind of using a bit of momentum to finish it off, really trying to emphasize like a final, like a squeeze. Anyways, enough yapping. I'm gonna get a sip of my drink and get more sets in. Alright, don't have too much time to yap, so I'm just gonna have to bang out the rest of the workout, be a little efficient, because like I said, we got to get Emma's car after this. So I'm just not going to talk through any of the rest of my movements for the rest of the video, but you guys are smart, you can follow along. I didn't record my first 2 sets of triceps. This is set 3. Just dropped Anna off, got her to pick up her car. Luckily, the place is super close to the gym and kind of on the way home, so not too much lost time there. Can get me home, get some glucose in my blood. That way my blood sugar doesn't... In terms of the lift. I forgot to record my first 2 sets of triceps, I believe. God, I really got to do a better job stretching my back. My lower back's killing me. And then I think I didn't record like my last 2 or so sets of triceps. Admittedly, I did a little bit of yapping when I saw a friend at the gym, so... And I forgot that we were on a time crunch. So I didn't yap too much to the point where I was like, had a really good lift and was super like on it timing wise. But I forgot that I was supposed to be kind of like expediting all my sets because we had to get Anna's car. So, my triceps, I didn't mention it, but for the sets that I did record and most of I was just basically going back-to-back sets, like enough of a break in between sets to obviously like catch my breath and try and get a little bit of a break, but I don't think I had any more than like a minute in between each set. So that was definitely like the weight and the reps were just dropping off like set by set. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh God, I'm probably looking like a bitch. But yeah, so got some good intensity in a short amount of time. Probably gonna do, so I didn't get to do forearms, so I'll probably, when I go back to my apartment gym just to get some walking and some cardio, some activity in, I'll probably just do some cable curls, finish off just some forearms. But aside from that, it was a good lift. What's wrong with my throat? I feel like I'm whatever. All right. In terms of, I've got like 5 minutes left of the drive. Let's talk about something useful. I'm not taking my normal route home from the gym, so I got to kind of pay attention to where I'm driving. But you know what? Let's talk about this weekend and me missing a day of training and kind of being off on my food because I was kind of bedridden. I was ill. I was not well. I was unwell. Shit's going to happen. God, my throat. I have like a tickle or a dryness in my throat, but I have nothing to drink. Nevertheless, shit's gonna happen. There's nothing you can do about it. You're going to get sick at some point, even if it's just a little cold or a little flu, and you know, to an extent, there's going to be a lot of judgment call. You know, if you're kind of sick and you're in a bulk and you're in a surplus, you could probably get away with keep training. If you're really sick and you're in a deficit, you're in a cut, it might be ideal to take some time off, maybe even bring your food back up to maintenance, if not a little bit above for a few days, because something you got to consider is your food feeds everything. Like I think us meatheads, we probably, when we think about food, we're just thinking, oh, I'm fueling my biceps, I'm fueling my triceps, I'm fueling my muscles. And, the energy you get from your food also works things like your heart and your brain and all that stuff. And along with that is your immune system. So, something you got to consider, if you're on a cut and you're feeling like you're lacking a little bit of, energy or strength in your muscles, I can tell you your immune system is also feeling that deficit. So, if you get a little bit of the flu or something and you're in a cut and you keep trying to push yourself to the gym, so you have this now added stress of your sickness, and then you're also going to the gym and putting on... Okay, and so, as I was saying, you're now going to the gym, you're adding on top of this systemic stress of your sickness, you're adding the stress of the gym. The gym is stress, fatigue, that your system needs to recover from. And so you're adding X and even more stress to your system and more for your body to recover from, while also underfeeding and underfueling your system. That's not a very good combination. I don't want to say that's a formula for disaster because that's a little dramatic, but you get the point. And, if you're in a bulk or surplus and you have plenty of nutrients, plenty of food, plenty of calories and everything coming into your system to not only fuel your everything, but also fuel your recovery from the sickness and your immune system, whatever, you get a little sick, maybe you're back to 100% in like 5 days or 3 days, and maybe you don't even need to take time off. Now you're in this deficit, and something that, had you taken a few days off and maybe came back up to maintenance, you could have been recovered and back up to 100% in 3-4 days. But instead, you got stubborn, and now, 2 weeks later, and you're still kind of feeling under the weather, still have that little bit of a cough or whatever, because you're running your system into the ground and not prioritizing health to an extent. And obviously, easier said than done. It's very hypocritical for me to talk about this because I am the last person to want to take a break. But when I'm not, in my own bias, it's very easy for me to at least sit here and acknowledge what the ideal way to go about it is. And you just got to remind yourself that, whatever you think you might lose in those 3 days that you're off, which you're not going to. Maybe you lose a little bit of fullness. Maybe. But it's 3 freaking days. And 2-3 weeks from now, if you do it the right way, you take the time off, you let yourself heal up. 2-3 weeks from now, you're not even going to be thinking about those 3 days off. It's going to be so in the past, and you're not going to give a shit because it was so meaningless. Whereas if you get stubborn and you run yourself into the ground and keep trying to push through, and the next thing you know, 2-3 weeks from now, you're still sick. So what could have been a 3 days that's way in the past is still impeding on everything. Anyways, so yeah, that's the spiel. I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna eat my food, and yeah, it's good to be back.